Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a good Monday. Well, today I thought we'd do a little something different, and I got out one of my pre-stamped cross stitch, and this is called Return from Christmas. And I got it last year sometime. I think it was way before Christmas of last year. But I thought I'd pull it out. It's an 11 count, and I'm not sure if I got this from Amazon or if I got it from AliExpress at the time. And it's 256 by 192, so it's fair size. I would say it's probably 18 by 24-ish, somewhere close. But yeah, I thought, well, what the heck, we'll just bring this out. And as you can see, I got the trees done along this side here. I hope you can see it. Come on, be nice. So I got all that up there except for the piece of the sky that I'm working on. It'll be the same color as this goldish color here, and all the way down to the bottom on that side. So yep, I just wanted to work on this today, and I had a little bit of a difficulty trying to find it, but I found it. I knew it was in there. But and this came with a needle, and it has a nice key along a key, if I can get a hold of it and turn it around, along the bottom part. Plus it came with that booklet that you saw that I had. So yeah, what the heck, right? I think this is a different color and it goes with something else. But it has very nice thread, and I don't work on it too often. But I thought we'd just try to finish this little green part here. And if we have time, we'll go someplace else where it's green. And it does list the DMC colors, I think, of what they actually are. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Hang on. It could be a hot moment. I gotta figure this out here. Where the edge is. It's all folded up. Yeah, it's a Joy Sunday. It's a Joy Sunday. I wasn't sure, and it says 11 count. And it calls for 3 strands. But I'm not using that. So I think that's color 930. If I'm not mistaken. Number 36. Hang on. Green. Yep, 930. It's number 36. So, finally, oh, what a day. It's just been a day. It started out calling the motor vehicle department, calling the insurance guy, trying to get all that set up. Oh, it's been special. And got all that together and drove into town, and while I was out, I got my yarn from the what do you call it? From the post office, and of course it doesn't match. So I have enough, and when I finish with this last skein I'm working with, I'm going to be done. So I haven't had them call me back because they have to get my credit card to do the car stuff. So yeah, it'll be special. Just going down here where this green is, it's matching up here. But it's fairly easy to work on. I don't know why I don't work on these more often, I swear. Save all the headaches of the counting and stuff. But I got them all in a tub in the other room because I had to get them out of the way from in here when I changed the room around. So yeah, it's been special. Just been special. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Trying to work my way to this corner. It's got some really pretty colors. I've tried to lay them out flat. Let me put that right there. There's some purples and black. These are the excess. Both of these little ones. And then, got another one here, and it's got blues and a little bit of oranges and browns. Then there's two sides to this. So you can see it starts, there's number one. I had extra of those colors. And I wrote on it what it was in case it should ever get separated, but I have a fancy Ziploc bag here that holds it all. So, yeah, some real pretty colors in it. And they're nice and soft. You know, you can't go wrong with Joy Sunday, except for that one time I did actually go wrong with Joy Sunday. And that was some kind of a garden thing. I loved it. But the print was off, at least for my way of looking at it. And so I just tore down the whole thing and put the thread away. And just kept going. Get all these greens over here. But like I said, I'm using 2 strands. Now, you're supposed to wash these after you get them all, you know, stitched. But I might not do that, you know. I might just... I haven't gotten that far with any of them, so don't get too excited, folks. But I thought this would just be nice and easy to work with today and not have to deal. It feels funny stitching on 11 count. I usually got things in 11 or 14 count. But, and that, I don't know how much smaller they come. And I've never ordered, well, I can't say never. I did order one. That was a counted cross stitch. And it was from Jan Lynn. I think that's how you say that name. And it was absolutely horrible. Just absolutely the worst kit I've ever gotten. The thread was stiff, and of course the Aida was stiff. But that part didn't bother me. It was the thread that was just god-awful. It was horrible. Just horrible. So I tried to, well, I did go and get, you know, what DMC it had called for, but I never got back to it. So I have never finished or completed a counted cross stitch, you know, in a kit. So I have no idea if that all works. But I just thought we'd stitch on this. Some days you just don't want to mess. And I worked a little bit last night on my gnome, and it's getting there. One crazy step at a time. So I got a few more things to do on it, and then it will be done. I'll have to then try to figure out how I'm going to frame it, or just what I'm going to do. I haven't gotten out those little oval frames that I told you I had. So we'll see. We'll see. But other than that, I wasn't working on too much of anything yesterday. I wanted to try to attempt to get that gnome done. So that was my main focus for yesterday. So just watched TV and stayed in because it was Sunday and not too much of a place to go. And my daughter put my granddaughter on the bus this morning. And she got home and about 20 minutes after she got, or they put them on the bus and waited for them all to get to school. And yeah, then the school called. No, my granddaughter is not sick, but someone in her class tested positive for COVID. So could you come and get your daughter? Yeah. So she had to go out this morning. Go get my granddaughter from school. Because they'll be doing remote learning this week. It's special. So we've had lots of special times. I had to make sure I had the right color. And yes, it's got knots in the back, but, you know, this is really thick Ada, so I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried at all. See if I can bring you in just a bit and move you over so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you're working on your projects. And once I finish this gnome, I have no idea what I am going to do for the next one. I'd kind of like to do some birds, but... Or there's an angel I like, and I don't know... I can't remember. I think it's Tiny Modernist did it, and then there's the little camper. I like it too. It's cute. And I don't live in a camper, but I have. But it's got, oh, gosh, I don't know. We'll say less than 10 colors in it, maybe. So it's not too bad. And there's a few colors in that angel that I like. So we'll just have to wait and see what I decide to do. Seems like everybody's getting into making the cardinals. I'd like to see if I could find one that had small birds on it. I just don't remember. It didn't stick out like those others that I've been talking about. So we'll see. We will see. Once you've worked with this a while, it starts, what do you call it? Breaking down, you know, so that it's easier to handle. Boy, I'm telling you, the first few weeks you work on one of these, it's a little rough. But, and I don't have a Q, I have a Q-snap, but it's too small for this. And I don't like working with it because I have to hang on to it so hard. And it's really, really bad, as far as I'm concerned. But I just like this little picture. And I think I had one similar. No, well, this is the house. But I had one where there was a sleigh here, and there was a couple trees that were all one decorated over here, and then it was like a little village. There was a diamond painting, and it turned out to be the worst diamond painting I ever did because everything was so small you couldn't even tell what anything was. So that was a lesson learned. And I didn't go back and order one in a huge thing. I think the one I got was maybe 40 by 40, and you couldn't even see the definition in it. So, we'll see. But this is fair size. I wouldn't say it was huge, but at least the, what do you call it, the stitching, well, the gauge on the Ada cloth is 11 count. So that helps it to go along a little bit faster, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, please don't start. So other than that, it's been a hot day. I'm telling you. And I had to use all my technical skills, which you know is limited. I had to email things and use my printer twice, and oh, it was great. Yeah, it was special, special, special. But hopefully I can get this taken care of and go from there. But yeah, that yarn that I got is like 1 degree, 1 or 2 degrees off of what the original yarn is. And of course it's been a while since I got it, and I don't even know if I got that yarn at Walmart or if I got it here at a Shopco when we had a Shopco. But no, it didn't match. I was pretty pissed off. So hey, got 3 skeins I can do something with. Maybe we can make some kind of socks. Who knows? They'd be pretty heavy and hot. But make something small with it, as far as that goes. And I'm not into making mittens. I can't make mittens. Mittens and socks are just like too far out there for me. And double pointed needles, not happening. Or even round needles. One of the people I watch, they're on Floss Tube, she's making socks, and she's having a little tay-to-tay with those things. So it's been a little difficult for her too, so I can only imagine. Oh, hush, Molly. There was something on my hand. I don't know what that was. And I got my pork all put in the freezer, and part of it made into, what do you call it? Pulled pork. So I've been eating that for a couple days. Kind of over it, but you know. It is what it is. But I did get the rest of the pork put away, so I don't have to cook pork when I go to make green chili. Yay! So that's half the battle. Feels so weird to use a needle that doesn't have a point on it. It's just something else. I don't know if I'll keep this out or not, but I just wanted to stitch on it. Since I'd already made a little bit of progress. Some. Got plenty in there. Between the counted cross stitch, what I meant to say, and this, I probably got it an even amount, about 50 or 60 projects in there I can work on it at any given time. I don't think I have anything small. I have about 5 of them that are like, what is it, 2 feet by 8 feet? Yeah, those won't be happening anytime soon. Colors are beautiful though. I even have a beaded one that size. Not happening. But this one's easy to work on. And Joy Sunday is really good as far as having, you know, a nice key that runs along the bottom, if I could just get it to sit there. And show you the little symbols that are on the thing, so you can't go wrong that way. So, I don't know about all the back stitching that's supposed to be in this. That might not be happening. This might turn into a impressionistic type thing. It's pretty gorgeous, though. Lots of nice colors. So, I kind of abandoned stamped cross stitch for counted cross stitch last year, and yeah. got into buying all them at the first of this year. So, yeah. Fun times. But at least it's easy to work on. So is my yin and yang. But, you know. It is what it is. I've been trying to finish things, and then I'll have to... Sorry, got stuck. Finish, or not finish. Start a new ornament for the next month. So we'll just see how it goes. I think I'm gonna run out of thread. It don't go nearly as far if you're on 16 count or 11 count as it does on 16 count. I can make that much thread go about 8 more stitches. So I just gotta watch myself. And then on the back, I just run it through the threads on the back. Don't look at my back, please. It's been a hot moment. That was before I learned how to do everything. Hey, but you live, you learn, and you go on. Trying to get another piece of thread here. Whoops. To make sure it was the same, there was some of these wrapped up in there, so I figured that's the colors that I was using. This is a nice big needle. I don't have to use my needle threader. Well, normally I don't. It's got a huge needle. Needle. Huge eye to it, so we can get it. I guess we'll start over here and work our way back. But yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of back stitching in this to get all the details, but I may forget it in the trees, believe me. But it goes right along. And it stitches pretty well. So I don't know if I'll get any more of these out or just what. Just depends what I want to work on. But I sure do have a lot of them. I can go either way I want to go. You know, kind of cross stitch or otherwise. Trying to catch all these small bits of the green right here while I'm here with the yarn or thread. I was watching somebody. I know who it was. It was Nicola Parkman, and she was talking about one of her patterns, and I can't remember which one it was, but one of them, you know, had a listing, or didn't have the listing for wool, but the the thing had, the original sampler had been done in wool. My question is, well, she was going to, and let me finish that whole train of thought. So sorry. She was going to make an adaptation to the pattern online, you know, on her website, to include the wool colors. And I thought that was kind of cool, but I've never seen wool thread. Does it look like yarn? Or is it like made like DMC floss? You know, is it thin like that? I've just never seen wool thread like that. I mean, I don't know. And evidently it comes on a spool, kind of like sulky. So, I don't know. I can't imagine. I mean, I've done crewel pictures and stuff, and that was yarny like. Does that make sense? So, and I don't know if that was wool or polyester at the time. Beats me. It was one of those adorable kits that you get from Brucella or Brucella, or however you spell it or pronounce it. And so I didn't even ask. It just had the thread included back in the 70s or 80s. Well, it must have been the 70s. I'm telling you. Because I used to buy those kind of things, you know, or my parents would give me something like that, you know, for Christmas, get a little kit, because they knew I liked them things, and they were kind of spendy back then. I mean, it seemed like. But I have done that a couple of times. Made little crewel pictures. I'm pretty sure one of them was an owl. But other than that, I never went back to it. I didn't care for it. I liked if I was going to embroider something, you know, and do satin stitch and outline stitch and all those, I would rather use the DMC on cotton or whatever, you know, the provided material. I was just used to that. So it had to be in the 70s, maybe even the 60s when I got these kits. But yeah, I've tried it all. I like needlepoint though. I got to make a needlepoint picture, you know, in art class, and that served for 2 classes. I did Mickey Mouse, and I had to do a report or something on Mickey Mouse. So I had made it into a, what do you call it, needlepoint thing. Saved that for years and years, and I have no idea what happened to that damn thing. It probably got eaten up by the mice. But, yeah, so I used yarn then, and I could buy regular yarn to do that kind of thing. What am I doing here? I forgot where that. Ouch! Stab yourself with the blunt needle. Right. I think we got it, guys. That little section is done. Another section of trees. Then I'll have to go back and do all them, because them trees are all along the back. So we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't have to. I could go up there and work on that house. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Alright, guys, let me find a place to anchor that thread. And put that other thread there, just so it doesn't get lost. Alright, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. You all have a good rest of your Monday and a good rest of your week. And we'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands. God bless. Keep stitching.